Your take? Go ahead.
Let's see, Chana. Let's see. What are you gonna do? You're gonna drop the plate, watch.
Now you see how I did this. So this is some really good stuff here. Now, if you go ahead, follow all my procedures, everything that I've done, go ahead and give it a shot. And if it doesn't come out any good, anything that I taught you, I'll eat my shoe.
I'll eat my shoe.
Welcome to my backyard. Kirby here. Guess what? We're doing some ribs today. I love making ribs. Usually when I do this, I always put like a little twist on everything. That way I can make it my own. But today I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna do some traditional style, Texas style barbecue ribs and Memphis style. So as y'all know, I got a new toy. So I'm gonna be smoking these. But before we get into any cooking yet, I'm gonna show you how I season these. Now I just made like a basic barbecue rub. You can use whatever favorite barbecue rub you like, but just a generic barbecue rub. I'll leave the recipe down in the description. So let's get to that video and let me show you how I season these. Alright, so we got our ribs all marinated. So basically I got my little container here full of water, and I'm going to be filling these up with pecan wood chips. For ribs, I love using pecans. Alright, so let's go ahead and start her up. So I have the temperature set at low medium. I'm trying to get a temperature of between 200 and 220 degrees. I am trying to plan on cooking these for about 4 to 5 hours, but I see that that's a sweet spot, like around 220 degrees for ribs. Now all we do is go get our ribs. Alright, so I got the smoker all loaded up. I got all the St. Louis style ribs over here, and then I got all the rib niblets up here on top. I did buy these as spare ribs, and I just cut off the other portions, but I'm going to close this up because it needs to start cooking. if you'd like to learn how to make spare ribs into St. Louis style, go ahead and leave a comment. I'll make another video for that. So I'm gonna be checking these once every hour. I don't spray apple juice or anything on my ribs. Since this has the water inside and a lot of it, I'm gonna just let that internal moisture just moisten up my ribs. So I'll check back with you guys in about an hour and we'll see how the ribs are doing. Alright, for our first hour of cook time, I did notice that the smoker does stay at about 250 degrees on low. It is sunny outside, so that's another factor of why it's keeping higher temperature. But 250 is still a good temperature to cook ribs. So I'll definitely be, you know, looking at about a 4.5 hour cook time, maybe close to 5. But let's go ahead and take a look at what them ribs look like. Looking good. All right, I'm gonna close this up. I'll probably add a little bit more water. All right, got the tray full of water now, so definitely gonna give it a close up. Now that water does help it keep a lower temperature, so we'll check back in another hour. All right, so we already hit our 2-hour mark. As you can see, there's not a whole lot of smoke coming up, just a little bit of moisture out from the top. So I am gonna be adding a little bit more wood chips to the bottom and probably a little bit more water. Try to get this without everything fogging up. It's looking good. Looking really good. All right, so wood chips are in there and added a little bit more water. That way you can keep the moisture in there. So I'll give it another hour and I'll probably end up rotating these racks right here so that way I can get an even cook. But for now, you gotta just close it up and let it do its thing. All right, we're already on our 3rd hour mark. And those ribs are looking good. Still got wood chips there, so I'll just add a little bit more water. Alright, got the water all full. Get a look at those ribs and the niblets up on top. I think I'm gonna leave them like that. The moisture in this is doing pretty good, so I don't see any overcooking. Looks like pretty even the ones on top. Well, off to the next hour. Catch you then. All right, we just hit our 4th hour mark. Let's take a look at how the ribs are looking. They are looking fantastic. All right, at this point, basically what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just add a little bit more water, let those smoke chips just burn off, and give it another hour. All right, we're at our 5-hour mark. Da-da-da! Check it out. Oh man, those ribs look beautiful. Oh, that smell. It smells so good. Look at that. All right, so some of these I'm gonna take and I'm gonna put some barbecue sauce on. I'm gonna just give them a little cook on the grill, and just my pieces, I'm gonna leave it with just the rub. That's how I like my ribs, and I'll just add barbecue on there as I eat it. But the family, they like it glazed with the barbecue sauce, so I'm gonna take that over to my gas grill over here. that piece right there. Smells good. Oh, these little niblets. Look at that. It's real tender. Alright, so I got the barbecue sauce all on there. I'm gonna just close this up and let it do its little thing and get that barbecue sauce all sticky. Be right back in a couple minutes. Alright, got everything now flipped. Now we're gonna add some little bit more barbecue sauce on the other side. Okay, at this point, basically it's just a matter of 15 minutes or so once you take it out of the smoker. All I'm doing is basically putting the barbecue sauce on there and letting the heat just thicken up the barbecue sauce on the ribs. And then after that, it's pretty much done. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna flip it one more time after this, and then I'm gonna let it sit for like another 5 minutes, and then I'll take them off the grill. All right, one more flip. Alright, so now that that's done, we're going to let it do another 5 minutes, and then we're going to pull them out. Alright, those ribs are done. A nice glaze of the barbecue sauce on there. Okay, so after I smoked it for about 5 hours and gave it a quick splash of barbecue, let's go ahead and cut it real tender. Got that smoke ring all around it. Give a taste test. Really delicious. That rub comes in, and then you get the barbecue sauce all over your face. Really good stuff. Real tender meat. Alright, so you already seen how I did it. I want you to try it. This is some really delicious food. If you like what you've seen today, hit that like button. Comment, let me know what you think. If you have any recipes you'd like me to make, go ahead and comment in the comment section. And do me a favor. Hit that subscribe button with the little bell. That way you can see my future videos. Take care.